Welcome to the summary of the Merit College 2021 Institutional Self-Evaluation Report. So most of you know that Merit is the home of the Black Panthers, but did you also know that Merit was the first college in the Peralta district? Originally, the campus was downtown. It was founded in 1929. And in 1964, Merritt College was the first college in the United States to offer a Black history course. Also in 1964, the Peralta Community College District was formed, and there was a $47 million bond measure in 1965. And with this bond measure, the current location that we're in the Oakland Hills, was built. So in 1966, the Black Panthers for Self-Defense was formed by 2 Merritt College students. If we were in a face-to-face place today, we'd be in the Seal Newton Lounge in the R building, but we're not. So we will say Bobby Seale and Huey Newton are the 2 students from Merritt College who formed the Black Panthers for Self-Defense. And in 1967, according to Dr. Sari Brown, Merritt College became the first African American Studies department in the United States 1 year prior to San Francisco State. In 1971, Merritt College started operating from our current location on Campus Drive in the Oakland Hills. So there's a great video of the Merritt College home of the Black Panthers that was made by Peralta. So if you haven't yet seen that, you might want to take a look at it. Guided Pathways is something else that we highlight in our introduction. Guided Pathways is actually a project of the California community colleges. It's not just merit-based. Merritt College is one of 20 colleges that submitted a self-assessment and received a 5-year non-competitive grant to plan and implement guided pathways. The 4 pillars: clarify the path, choose the path, stay on the path, and ensure learning, aim to increase student success and achievement, and each pillar represents one component of the student's journey. We've had a lot of positive results as a result of the guided pathways work at Merritt. The website overhaul that is happening right now and the improvements that are being made is part of clarifying and choose the path, pillars 1 and 2. AB 705, many of you know, mandates that we maximize student completion of transfer level English and math in a 1-year time frame. And we added non-credit supports classes to help students with this. The pass rates for first-time math students increased dramatically from the fall 2015 academic year to the fall 2019 academic year. In fall 2015, the success rate for students passing math for the first time was 15%. And in fall 2019, it was 48%. So that's a huge increase. The Merritt College Hub, for those of you who haven't seen it, I'll show you in a minute, helps students explore career pathways. If you've been on Facebook at all and you have Merritt College as one of the places you like, you're probably getting inundated with Merritt Hub videos, but for those of you who haven't seen it, here you go. Okay, so it's a pretty nice website, and it really attracts students to Merritt and gets them on the path. As of fall 2020, we have all fully online student services, and that, of course, is helpful with the pandemic. I don't want to stop. If we look at the results from guided pathways work on stay on the path, pillars 3 and 4, and ensure learning, we've got more positive results. So 100% online course delivery for remote learning. Thank you, all faculty, for doing that. We have a Chromebook loan program, right? So with the COVID-19 pandemic and a transition to all remote learning for our students, we really worked to support student learning, and we wanted to make sure students could acquire Chromebooks We provided training for faculty to adapt courses from face-to-face to online learning, and our excellent mental health professionals changed their mode of delivery to online as well without giving up the warmth that they provide to students. You probably know about our food pantry program that we have when we're face-to-face, and now we have the grab and go meals. And also professional development has done an amazing job this year of having an equity focus and helping us really move forward to have a more equitable campus. And we've really focused our support on making sure that we can provide our African American and Hispanic or Latinx students with opportunities, including transfer to four-year schools. And as many of you know, the Campaign for College Opportunity designated Merit as a 2020 Equity Champion of Higher Education for our efforts to increase the number of associate degrees for transfer awarded to students of color. So as you can see here, enrollment has been relatively stable from 2015 to 2020, right? There's not that much change. What's interesting is that we've been more successful than Peralta at staying stable, where Peralta has had dips. Merit has been able to maintain our enrollment. And you can see that we had a small dip, about a 6% decrease in 2019-20, but again, not a big dip, and we're hoping to bring that back up in the future. Our student demographics, as you know, we have a very diverse student body. The age of our students, we've had an increase in students who are 18 and younger, and that's due to some very active dual enrollment programs with local high schools. Gender is one area where it's really lopsided, so nearly twice of Merit students identify as female than male. And then if we look at the ethnic background and how students self-identify, you really see our beautiful ethnic diversity on campus. So 30% of students self-identify as Hispanic or Latinx, 23% of our students identify as Black or African American, 20% of our students identify as Asian or Asian American, 16% of our students identify as white or European American, 5% of our students identify as two or more ethnic backgrounds, and less than 1% identify as either Native American or Pacific Islander. Interestingly, while African American enrollment decreased 5 percentage points over the past 5 years, Latinx or Hispanic student enrollment increased 5%. So kind of interesting switch going on there. Although we have a lot less male students who identify as male than female and students who identify as non-binary, we want to provide equity for those students. Males are recognized by the Basic Skills Initiative and Student Success and Support Program as disproportionately impacted. They're a disproportionately impacted population. The achievement gap between males and females has been closed. We've done a good job of closing that to within 1 percentage point. And the number of degrees and certificates awarded to males increased from 62%, from, it started at 181 in the 2015-2016 academic year and went all the way up to 293 in the 2019-2020 academic year. So we're really focusing in on where we have gaps and student achievement and success because we want to close those gaps moving forward. And here's one area where we had some success. So some more demographic information. 55% of Merit students, let me put my picture down here where there's space, live in Oakland. The greatest concentration of our students are in East Oakland, and 1/3 of Merit students identify as economically disadvantaged. That's nearly double the percentage of the general Oakland population. Approximately 45% of Merit students receive some form of financial aid. So the more red you see on the map, the higher the density of Merit College students. So as you can see, really, East Oakland is where the majority of our students are from. And you can see right here that East Oakland, right, the darker the area, the more COVID is hitting. So COVID's really hitting in East Oakland as well. So if we kind of compare these two maps, it's really our students that are getting hit hard by the pandemic, and it's just something that we want to stay aware of. Okay, for those of you in the CTE programs, you're probably very familiar with labor market trends. According to the California Employment, my picture again. According to the California Employment Development Department, or the EDD, the largest industry sectors in the Oakland, Berkeley, Livermore area as of December 2019 are trade, transportation, and utilities, educational services, healthcare and social assistance, and professional and business services. These are occupations with the most job openings requiring a post-secondary certificate. And you can see that nursing assistants are up there, medical assistants, and those are two areas, licensed practical and licensed vocational nurses, right? Those are areas that we work in. And then if we go down to the next table, fastest growing occupations requiring a post-secondary certificate. We see medical assistants, EMTs and paramedics. We also see nursing assistant. Here we see occupations with the most job openings requiring an associate degree. And look what's number one with more than twice as many job openings as the next job down. So preschool teachers, and of course our wonderful child development department trains preschool teachers, paralegals and legal assistants, web developers, radiologic technologists, let's not forget computer network support specialists, medical and clinical laboratory technicians. These are all areas that we train our students in. The college sets institutional standards. These used to be set by the Educational Master Planning Committee, but now they are done by the IEC, which is the Institutional Effectiveness Committee. And we set these every 5 years, and sometimes we do an update. So in 2018, there was an Educational Master Plan update with goals. Merit beat our stretch goals for course completion this past year. We surpassed our stretch goal for degree completion, but not for certificates. So here's some details. If you look at course completion, our stretch goal was 71%. And in the 2019-2020 year, we beat that at 76%. Again, if we look at our degree completion stretch goal, it was 521, and we beat that last academic year with 587. If we look at student achievement and equity, we still have work to do to address equity issues. Students who identify as African American, Hispanic, or as two or more ethnicities lag behind their Asian and white peers in course completion, and you can see that here. The good news is that we are making steady progress. So if we look at the progress for African American students, we've got these steps that go up, 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 and the most recent year, we're almost at 70%. With Hispanic students, it's kind of up and down, but we've had a good year in that last year. And for students who identify with two or more ethnic backgrounds, small steps up, and then a very good year last year at 76%. Obviously, we have more work to do, but we're going in the right direction, and that is good news. Some final highlights that we have from the introduction are on student achievement. Radiologic science and registered nursing students scored 95 to 100% on their licensure certification exams in the 2018 and 2019 graduating classes. And as you can see, we had some job placement excellence. That means that there was over 80% of students were placed in jobs successfully for nursing, administration of justice, biotech, and child development. And we have a drum roll. There was 100% job placement rate, or very close, in 2018-2019 for accounting, business management, computer information systems, fire technology, medical lab technology, and radiologic technology. And then in 2019-20, 100%, or very close, for administration of justice, fire technology, medical lab technology, and radiologic technology. So we have a lot of good news as well as things that we're still working towards.